You know I'd rather be with you. The Dirtball.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah.
Do you still hear from Dirtball at all?
It's weird because me and Dirtball were pretty good friends, but me and Dirtball smoked a lot of bud together, hung out a lot on the bus. But he was really more close with Brad X, I would say, and Dirtball was. When Dirtball got in the group, I never even know Dirtball was going to join the group. He got in the group kind of behind my back. Brad X never even told me, oh, this guy's going to join the group, and we're going to record a record. I never really knew he recorded a record. That I was like really shocked that he was even in the group.
Oh wow!
So he was friends with Brad at the time, and when Dirtball joined the group, Johnny Richter left the group, and it was like, oh, Rick, well, I'm gonna bring Dirtball in to write records and because D-Loc and Richter can't write records no more or whatever. That's kind of Brad was thinking at the time. I don't know what's gonna happen to Richter. He's kind of off the chain, and so I'm gonna bring him in to write records. I'm like, I didn't really know what was going on. So he was always homies with Brad and Dirtball. Me and Dirtball were friends, but there was a lot of like behind the scenes shit me and Dirtball always had for each other that wasn't really natural to say. It was always this kind of like battle type thing with each other. He was always kind of, I saw him looking at Brad a few times on stage and doing some weird shit to me. Like when I rap and do this and then I thought he was rapping about me in some of his verses and Cottonmouth songs. I caught wind too. So I was like, oh yeah, those bars are about me, and so on and so on. But we didn't really talk about that the whole time we kicked it. Or whenever he was trying to smirk at Brad to me on stage about how I was rapping or something. Like, so me and Dirtball had a cool relationship, but there was a lot of closed door shit happening at the same time we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
So
shit.
It was cool. But at the same time, me and Dirtball, we were like when Brad X was like fucking everybody, we were like, hey, I'm out to bow now. 2016, I was like, yeah, brother, if shit don't change, I'm gonna stop doing Cottonmouth right now until me and Brad have a conversation, and we had some things out, like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Me and Dirk always kicked it pretty hard, but at the same time, I knew that there was a lot of like jealousy, battle type shit going on at the same time, while he was in the group, So we haven't spoke one time since the departure, since everybody left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know he's been steady touring and whatnot, but hey, man, I always thought that the Dirtball era of KMK was a little strange myself. It's not my favorite, So it's like I don't really care if he ever comes back or not. So it is what it is.
I love Dirtball. Like, Dirtball's a cool person, but Cottonmouth Kings never had that swag to it. It never had that style. It was a different type of flow, different swing.
For sure.
And that tell you that wasn't a group decision. That was a decision that was made by Brad X behind everybody's back.
Yeah.
And that's why that happened. You know what I mean? He didn't ask his partner, hey, do you mind if we bring this guy in the group? Hey, I own 50% of the band. Don't you think you should ask your business partner, hey, bro, do you mind if I bring this dude in the group or what? Like, those conversations weren't had. You know what I'm saying? So, pretty fucked up, huh?
Yeah, for real. I mean,
Dirtball was a fan of Sub Noise, and Cottonmouth Kingdom started sending all his music to Sub Noise, and they put out a record of him, and the next thing you know, he joined the group.
Yeah, it happened out of nowhere, I remember. I thought it was
That was all Brad X doing that shit behind everybody's back, and none of the members were like, we want him to be in the group. We didn't agree on any of it. He just joined.
Yeah, I always thought that was a strange era. Like, I mean, I much prefer what's going on now than that. But
yeah, me too. It was always a weird era to me.
Yeah,
and it hit me in a weird spot.
For sure.
It took me a long time to swallow that one. I'm like, why is no. I ended up meeting Dirtball and becoming a great friend, a cool friend of mine. So it's like, but I never could figure out why he entered the group. I was like, why?
Yeah.
For what? It's 2008 or 9, and our shit's banging.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere.
2009, and all of a sudden you bring in somebody to enter. I was like, why? Like, we just got done doing King Spade and Who Runs This Motherfucker. We were writing good songs at the time. I'm like, we didn't need anybody to write any music. Like I think Brad was worried, like himself, like.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But like, Brad X always wanted Judge D to join the group. Back in the day, he's like, yo, we're in the parking lot one day. Me and Judge D had a bunch of music. We have a project called Up, so a bunch of songs we recorded we were going to release back in the day.
Yeah.
I got to get some water in my voice from these rips. And Brad X was like, yo, I want to start like get more into like working at the record label, managing the group. And I want you to fill my shoes, Judge. So there's going to be a day when you're going to take my shoes. But we don't know when, like.
That would have been tight.
So, but he's here now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, that was always kind of meant to happen to me.
I always thought that'd be tight, yeah.
Because Brad X had that conversation with me and Judge a couple times, bro. Like, a few times. Like, hey, I want you to take my spot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to start getting involved in, like, you know, the record label side of things. And I don't want to tour anymore. And So, Judge is here now, which is great.
Fuck yeah.
To me, I like it better than the Dirtball era just because it's more of the Cottonmouth flow, sound.
Yeah.
He was there before Dirtball.